Yo, yo,
Yo,
yo.
yo.
Yo, everybody clear?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, guys. It's Tuesday. Welcome back to another night of Island Boys football talk. You know what Tuesday means is another end to another NFL week. From the looks of it, it's all Victory Tuesday for everyone here today. Me and Shane already conquered our quest Sunday during the day on our show and the night, and then KG conquered his quest Sunday night when he was in Philly. But it's another night. You got C Money representing those San Francisco 49ers. You got Jizzle representing those Philadelphia Eagles, and you got Streeter representing Sammy D and the Carolina Panthers. So, you know what Tuesday means? It's another end to another week. Week 12 in the books. And now it's the final stretch for all the playoff
To the
push.
end of the season.
Almost to the end of we still got a few games to go, but we know it's down to the wire now.
This is until
Everybody
December, that's it.
everybody's playing for something now. So whether it's draft position or playoff position, something playing for. We had a game last night. Uh, we watched it. We'll talk about it, but I know me and Shane, we already had a good in-depth conversation about the 49ers and the Panthers on Sunday, but we'll still wrap things up today on it. But we'll give Jizzle the floor first because he was at his game, so he got first hand to see a
You go,
40
brother.
to 33 game in Philly. Jizzle, what was your thoughts?
Great performance by the run game, including Jalen Hurts. Great performance by the offensive line. I mean, what you call it? I think this was one of the best games that Lane Johnson, Lane Johnson, Isaac Malu, and Jason Kelsey type of game that they had. That was a great performance. I mean, that's what you want to see from this team. I mean, the Grug and Pong. I mean, we know they could air it out. You know what I mean? We know that you got the weapons of the Devontae Smith and the AJ Brown. But in this game, you saw that they were able to take advantage of the Packers' run defense. I mean, I think a lot of us knew that the Packers are one of the worst teams in the NFL in rushing of football. Um, what you call it? I think when they played the Packers rushed for not the Packers, the Cowboys. The Cowboys rushed for over probably 200 yards. I think in that game, even though the Cowboys lost that game, the rushing game was still dominant. But I mean, what we did on offense in the run game alone. I mean, I know you don't like your quarterback to run so often, I run as much, but when it's there, you gotta let them take it. I mean, the read option was working. I mean, you couldn't stop it. You couldn't stop Miles Sanders. You just couldn't stop that offensive line all through the whole game. Just couldn't stop. The issue is, again, Jonathan Gannon, you got John Love coming. You gonna blitz. I mean, you gonna put some pressure on a young quarterback. I mean, I know I want to see it, but like you gonna never see it. Like it gonna never happen, and that's gonna be the backbreaker. Um, we got a couple interception from what you call it, from Josiah Scott and a little tip pick from Aaron Rodgers. Um, Special teams, horrible, horrible special teams performance. Offense played good, great. Defense played okay. Special teams was horrible. I mean, you can't have these guys. I mean, catching the ball 5 yards deep. You know what I mean? Then run it back for 40 yards and run it back for 50 yards and stuff like that. You can't have that. We got to get better at special teams because what gonna happen is when you play teams in the playoffs now, they're gonna look at your weakness in special teams and try to exploit that. Then after that, you're gonna give offensive shot fields. It's gonna be worse for your defense. That's not what you want. But hopefully we could work towards that. We got a few weeks ahead before playoffs start, so hopefully we could find something work towards that. I mean, sorry to see that Chauncey Gardner Johnson is injured. He has a lacerated spleen or kidney, something like that. So he can be out for a couple of weeks. I mean, yeah, we had Blankenship come in and got an interception. That's all fine and dandy, but he ain't Chauncey Gardner Johnson. He's not that type of talent. We'll see, but who knows?
He
But
played good.
he played good there. He played good for one game, but that's it. He played good because the opposing offenses don't know his weaknesses as yet. But now when you go look at film now, probably the next 2 weeks now, You can see. But I mean, because you really don't want to see Kevon Wallace. He's horrible. But hopefully Chancey Gardner Johnson is able to recover quickly and come back in the next couple of weeks. I think we got 2 more weeks left before um, Dallas Goddard is back. We have probably another week before Jordan Davis is back. Jordan Davis is back. So I mean, proud of what I saw from the offense in general, man. The run game. I think they ran for what 349 carries for 363 rushing yards. Dominant performance, man. I think that was one of the best rushing attacks out of the whole NFL this year. I mean, yeah, your quarterback had what? 157 rushing yards.
Don't worry, Shane. We can start soon. We can start.
And
We can start soon, Shane. They'll leave him. Just leave him.
and
Yeah, do fire that stuff.
Miles
Just leave him.
Sanders.
Just leave him.
Miles
We can
Sanders
start soon.
with 143 rushing yards. Unstoppable.
And I got a few things. I got a few things I need to do.
A few things on what?
You finish. You go ahead. I give me your time.
But great play calling by Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen again. He using the run game to their advantage. And at some points in the game, you didn't have Dallas Goddard. At some points you had AJ Brown going out in the tent. You had Devontae Smith going out in the tent and stuff like that. There was a touchdown throw that I haven't seen Jalen Hurts made earlier. I mean, it was a back shoulder touchdown throw to Quez Watkins. That was a beautiful pass. That's him showing progression as well. You love him to see that. But love what I'm seeing from this team, man. Love what I'm seeing.
You done?
Yeah.
So Shane, me and you watched it. I held up for as long as I could. What was your thoughts?
But he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that already. A great performance by the Eagles offense. You know what I'm saying? I had expect the Green Bay Packers to pull it out. I think that if Aaron Rodgers didn't get injured, the Green Bay Packers would have beat the Philadelphia Eagles because you were playing that shootout game with Aaron Rodgers and your defense wasn't holding up. Again, Gannon put no pressure on none of the quarterbacks.
Right, exactly. He do that Love and he do that Rodgers.
And I think I told you on Saturday that if you don't put no pressure on
Right,
Aaron, he got dot you up.
exactly.
And he was starting to dot y'all up. And then I got worried for you when Chancey Gardner went out of the game.
Right,
But at the same time, Aaron Rodgers went out too at the same time because as soon as Charlie got up, as soon as he went out of the game, Aaron Rodgers went at Blankenship picked him up.
exactly.
But that was like you said, that's one other thing,
That's exactly.
I guarantee Aaron Rodgers will gonna come back at Blankenship again.
Mm-hmm.
And
it probably would have been a different outcome too as well.
Right. Again, your defense gonna be your Achilles heel.
Keep saying it.
Yeah, we keep saying it.
Keep saying it. I've been saying it from the beginning.
You know how I stay with the 49ers is like you at this point you lavishing on your team clicking, your whole team clicking at once now. And
it didn't happen. It happens to Sunday.
It's gonna happen when the offense ain't gonna click.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You saw what happened against the Washington Commanders. You know what I mean? You saw what happened against the Indianapolis Colts. You know what I mean? Even though you played much better defensively against the Colts, but still.
And coming down to the wire now with next week is December. Well, this week is December.
Exactly. And
you know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no more slip ups, ain't no more there. You're gonna see the real contenders forward.
Hard knocks football.
Right. So we gotta see. I mean, great performance by the offense. Still lacking to see that defense take control, dominate a team like how we expected them to dominate a team.
You want unless that defensive coordinator decides to develop blitzes, disguise his defense. I mean, give them different looks. Like I said before, you cannot give these guys the same looks. If you keep giving them the same cover 2 shell, the same cover 6, the same cover 4, I mean, they're going to pick it apart. You ain't showing them nothing different. You ain't showing nothing different. Right. If quarterbacks are smart, if they know you're playing a cover 2 shell or a cover 4, get each out in the middle of the field. And it seems.
Right. And like you wasn't playing against a spectacular defense.
Exactly.
When you, like I said, when you start getting into the lower levels, and you gotta play the hightail classes
Right.
of teams, you know, that gonna break it.
And
Um,
that's the issue. That's the
right.
issue. That's the issue that I'm having, and that's the issue. Like I said before, I don't want. See, now he's practicing these habits to where he doesn't want to blitz, doesn't try to blitz, doesn't make the effort to blitz. That when he makes it to the playoffs, you know what I mean. He won't have that in his repertoire in the back of his mind. I mean, normally when he blitzes, he's like he's forced to blitz. That's
Yeah,
the difference.
he ain't gonna dial it up, and that gonna be a problem. You got, I mean, again, like when I playing, when not when I playing, when I looking at my team and my team on a 4 game win streak now, I ain't even looking at the next opponent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got.
Right.
I mean, yeah, we got. I looking at who we going to see in these playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Who we going to see in the playoffs right now? We ain't nowhere to the. We can't even see we can get a bite, right? So we gonna be in there from day one. So I looking at who we gonna play day one. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta play some. If we gotta play somebody out of the south, who gonna win that division, right? Or you gotta play somebody, maybe one of the guys of the east. I mean, three of
So
the
the
teams
East, three of
right
the
now
teams in the
look like they
NFC
want
East
to make the
make
playoffs.
make the
You know what I'm
playoffs.
saying? They might look play well, make playoffs. You might have to play. Well, you still got the best record, right?
They still got best record. Right?
You
For the
know,
You know,
most
right now
part,
we
that
10
you're
and
gonna
1,
be this five Niners will be the second or third seed.
second or third seed.
Well,
right?
thing got 9 wins, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
But the real,
So,
the real Kirk Cousins gonna so step up here in a minute. Remember, December football is coming. You know, the real Kirk Cousins gonna step up here in a
but
minute.
they still got easier. Yeah, I agree, but they still got easier opponents that even
They
if
got
he
this
suck
right again.
bad, even if he suck bad, he still got to trade to Justin Jefferson. Them can't guard Justin
Uh-huh.
Jefferson and
Yeah,
Dalvin
yeah,
Cook
man,
and thing.
yeah.
They can't guard him like that. So he'll still they'll
Thielen
probably
still out there.
manage. If you
Right.
got 5 more games, if it's 12 games, 5 more games, probably win 3 more, lose 2 or 3-3. That still get them good enough for number
Yeah,
two seed.
they're gonna make playoffs. Gonna win that division easily.
Yeah, they'll probably get a number 2, which is if you go number 3, you got one of the playoffs team. Two plays 7, 3 plays 6.
Right.
So you got a number 6 seed, which is the
They're gonna make one of
second wild card
the
team.
guys, either the East guys, one of the East guys, or maybe
Could
the South, or somebody
could
from
be
the
the
South.
Seahawks.
Could be the Seahawks. Yeah.
Could be the Seahawks too. But I think
Hmm
they're not done with spiral too. I think
I still think they'll make playoffs. Though.
we're gonna see them because them look at the all the Cowboys teams got better record than the Seahawks. The three Cowboy
Yeah,
teams, only Eagles won. What years KG 9 and
10 and 1.
10 and 1. Everybody else 7 and 7
what
and
the Seahawks record is?
6 and 4.
6 and 4.
No, it can't be 4. They can't. They play
6
more
and
than 10
5.
games.
6
Six
and
and
Yeah,
5.
five.
6 and
Exactly.
5. Yeah.
Washington what 7-6?
7 and something. Yeah.
No, Washington 7-5. So, but they got boy.
Washington and Dallas got 7 and 5.
Dallas lose 5 games already.
Mm-mm. Dallas got to be like 8 and 3. I
Yeah,
mean 9 and
Dallas
3 or
ain't
something like
Dallas
that.
ain't lose 5 games, man.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fact checking.
Mm-mm.
Fact checking right now.
I think Dallas only lose what 2-3 games?
Dallas got to be 8-3 or something like that.
8 and 3 or something like that. Yeah.
Cause
Yeah,
the Giants they 8-3.
The Giants 7 and 4. The Commanders
Mhm.
7 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody in that division got better record than the Seahawks.
NFC tight.
You see what I'm saying?
but you see that's where the problem comes. One of them gonna knock out each other after that playoffs. Cause you see what they do? They put most of them division games late in the season.
Late in the season. Yeah.
Right.
They got one of them gonna knock out each other. And if the Seahawks end up gotta play in the suckish Rams or something down the season, then get victory there. Whereas the Commanders and Giants winning you in, losing you go home.
True.
Out the door. So right now you gotta try capitalize on the wins that you should get. But I agree with you guys. You put up 40 points on Green Bay, which was needed to be. You take advantage of bad teams. But I hope for your sake, KG Jordan Davis could stop the run, buddy. Because you guys can't stop the run. You
Run
can't
blitz.
stop the run.
You gotta find ways. You gotta find ways how to scheme it. You just can't put 4 out there. I try play 5 defensive linemen and play 1 linebacker. You know what I mean? And just try to do certain things. You understand? At some point, you gotta find out. You gotta be creative.
You better hope Jordan
You gotta
Davis
be
did because
creative.
he ain't no creative. He gonna keep it just like that.
Creative.
Somebody gonna run down your throat soon.
We got
And I
Derek.
still,
We got
I
Derek,
still
and
don't,
we got Derek in next week.
I still don't agree with the fact that Jalen Hurts got rushed 17 times. I ain't too fan of my quarterback run it 17 times. I know all of them
Then
wasn't
I mean
all of
that
them
ain't gonna
wasn't
happen.
thing. All of them wasn't what you call it, design plays. He
Right.
scrambled on a few, which is fine. But if I need my quarterback to rush 17 times to win a game, that ain't gonna last too long.
Right. But that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen every game. I think this is the first time he actually did that for the
Well, it take him
past
17 times. It gotta be the Packers
right.
father to the tree.
For the past couple of seasons, for the past what 3 seasons he's been in this league.
What
You know what I
happened
mean?
next week when you got 26 game and Jalen Hurts got to rush another 17 times?
No, that ain't gonna happen. That's this is the first time he did it. It ain't gonna
No, he
happen
had a
every
lot
game.
of rushes in one of the other games before
I think it
too.
was like probably 10. But it ain't gonna happen every game. But at the same time, it's the offense that they have is the read option type of thing because as you can see, he's not the type of quarterback who's gonna be your full drop back type of quarterback like the Pat Mahomes, the Josh Allen and stuff like that. You gotta walk him in at the same time. The same thing that I think at one point Kyle Shanahan was doing with Trey Lance to get them going. I think after a while you're gonna start to open up the playbook and play me later in the season or maybe next year even to
You
open up the
can't wait
playbook
till
and get
next
him
year to
involved.
open
But
up
I
the
know
playbook. You can't wait till next year to open up the playbook
still
because
if
you playing
he
to win this year. You ain't playing
if he
to for progression. You playing to win the
if he
Super Bowl this year.
true, but two, you got put things in place to where your quarterback can excel at.
I can understand he do that in the playoffs because playoffs you're winning, you're in, losing, you go home.
Mhm.
But I don't want to see a habit of Jalen Hurts got to be out there running 12 times, 13 times, 14 times just to win
And
the game.
a lot of those carries are the playmaker breaking down. Like I said before, at this point in time, he's not the type of quarterback who's actually gonna sit in the pocket and try to walk the pocket at the same time and try to find his receivers. He's not there yet.
But
He's not there yet.
he better damn there know how to do it.
He's not
He
there yet.
better do, he better learn how to do
That's what
it.
I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
Remember
Remember,
one thing. Remember
remember what I
one
told you this
thing.
year?
When you play regular season games fun, you play all kind of stupid opponents and you could do what you want. In the playoffs, everybody coming all out.
Right.
That is
And this
one
is
game.
like what happened last year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when all they did was shuffle it inside, make sure he doesn't run out the pocket and force everything to the left. He had a trouble trying to the left side of the field, not giving him nothing in the middle at the same time. That's the reason why the defensive coordinator for the Buccaneers was saying, "We don't give a shit. He could do whatever he wants. He carry the defense." You understand? That's what I'm saying. Give him time. You understand? Is either he going to play out, he does it, or he doesn't. Then
So
after you
you
walk into next
saying
year,
give him time. If you're gonna play us lose the first round, what you gonna see?
give him another year.
Yeah, I know. I know you
Give
say
him
that
another year.
no.
A dead serious.
You saying that no.
A dead serious.
Give one another year.
Give the
If
horse another
Jalen
year.
Hurts go in the first year in the first round of the playoff Shane and stink up the joint and cause the Eagles to lose, KD say give him another year.
Give him another year. Because look at it.
The way how he play, you have to give him another year.
What quarterback you get not in the draft right now? That could
That
be
make
better
no
than Jalen
sense.
Hurts.
Yeah, that make no
That's
sense.
on no
This
commodity.
why year he is. He second or third.
Todd.
If he told you.
So that means you gotta resign him next year. He ain't playing on the
Next year,
last
right.
year.
That's what I'm saying. Give
So
him
no,
six.
why you remember next year? That's his last year of the contract. No quarterback playing on them last year them deal. So if you're playing him next year, that means you resign him.
That might have to be the only option. What
And
option you gonna have?
he gonna want and how much he gonna want over 30 million.
That can be the only option. What option you gonna have? What quarterback is there that's gonna be available? See, that's the thing. And this is why I learn to understand. No. You ain't gonna find unless you decide to pick a quarterback in a draft this year with the picks that you have. That's the only way
That's
you're
what
gonna
I'm
get a
saying.
quarterback.
If
So,
you fully feel that you're a quarterback away,
cause who you gonna go there?
you think
You
Bryce
can't.
Young is better? You think Bryce Young is better than Jalen Hurts?
Nah, I don't think so.
You think CJ Stroud is better than Jalen Hurts?
No, I don't think so. They gotta prove it.
Okay,
They gotta prove
okay.
it. The proven commodity. That's what
But
I'm
then
saying.
you gotta stick with him.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, like I said before, I mean, it's a walking progression. I mean, I want to see the team do what they have to do and make the Super Bowl, which I think the offense is not my issue. The defense is my issue. I what about the offense? At some point, Dallas Goddard will be back. You understand? And the offense is gonna open up again. This is gonna be the same thing. is defense. That's the issue. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the defense.
Mhm.
That's the issue I have because of this dude not being able to understand his personnel. Cause you got Darius Slay, you got Bradbury, you got and those guys. I mean, you got a former All Pro cornerback, and you have an All Pro cornerback. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it ain't hard for you to dial up some plays sometimes. You know what I mean? Do some run blitzes. I mean, some exotic blitzes out the weak side, strong side, whatever. But you can't go into the playoffs thinking that you're gonna just play a vanilla coverage defense, a picket fence defense, a bend but don't break defense, and the quarterbacks ain't gonna rate it. Because in the playoffs, you're gonna be playing much better quarterbacks than you're playing in the regular season. In the playoffs, you're gonna be coaching against much better offensive coordinators that you have coached against in the regular season. You're not gonna be coaching against slouches. You're gonna be coaching against the best of the best. So it's gonna be a chess game. And most likely, how I see it, my defensive coordinator gonna lose that chess game.
I don't think Jalen Hurts could perform against the 49ers defense.
Huh?
I don't think Jalen Hurts could perform against the 49ers defense.
How?
I don't think so.
Why?
I just don't think so. Don't ask me
Why?
why. That's my
You
opinion.
don't think so? Why?
That's my opinion. I just don't think
Why?
he can do it.
Why?
I just don't think he can do it.
Why?
I,
The 49ers are stingy. Stingy.
I ain't gonna specifically say
I
it's
saying it. I
specifically
ain't care who
five
say it.
defense. I gonna see that even though it was a rivalry game, rivalry games will be, I mean, not rivalry, a divisional game, and divisional games will be tight. You play against a kind of stingy defense in the Washington Commanders, and they had y'all stifled.
Yeah, but the reason why is because we made too many mistakes
It don't
at the
matter.
same time.
Make one mistake to play
We,
outside.
we made we made we
Make
made too
mistake to
many
play
mistakes.
outside.
Okay, I understand
Exactly.
is you made too much
But
mistakes. But what are the 49ers known for?
well,
Forcing
making
mistakes.
Still, but the mistake wasn't forced. We gave the mistakes. You look at it.
Nah.
Look at it. The fumble against Quez. Who fell on?
Quiz.
Quez. You were wide open. Just fumble the ball.
That's
The fumble.
football. That
The
happens.
interception against AJ Brown. Ball right in your hands. What happened? You hold it, you grab it, you pull it in. Simple. The fumble against
Yeah, but
Dallas,
I don't. I
fumble.
imagine. But I rate a team like San Fran's defense
Right.
way up here compared to Washington defense. That's just my thing. The 49ers defense solid on all three levels. The
Right.
Washington ain't got no linebackers. Sorry for the 49ers got all pro line, not all pro
Right.
linebacker, all pro linebackers with Bosa, not Armstead. Yeah, Bosa, Armstead, Ebukam, and them on the line. Then you got Chadavius Ward and the other Ward and Hufunga and them fellas. Jalen Hurts, I don't know if he can do it, you know. That's just my opinion. That is just my opinion.
See, it's gonna be it's gonna be a tough game. The reason why I'm saying because it's gonna be our offensive line matched up against their defensive line at the same time. And being that you have a most likely you have a healthy what you call it, Dallas got to play. Including AJ Brown.
I understand it.
Including AJ Brown, including Devontae Smith.
Yeah, but the thing I see about it, Jizzle, is for the same thing that you see. He had 17 rushes as his total stat. But you heard what he said, the play break down a lot. You know what's gonna happen against the 49ers? The play can break down even more when you got both on them fellas coming at you. The line got to hold. The line ain't gonna hold so easy.
At the same time, you got a scheme around you got to scheme that too. At the same time, it's gonna be a chess match between Sirianni, Shane Steichen, and D'Amico Ryans.
You can't throw that ball in the middle so easy.
That's pretty much how it is. You gotta scheme it. You can't you can't come out there with a simple vanilla offense and think you're gonna beat the 49ers just like that.
Well, I don't. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Jalen Hurts is ready right now to beat the 49ers defense. Guys, he got trouble with other little stupid defenses. He got trouble with other defenses. I like Jalen Hurts. I want him to succeed. I always like him here in Oklahoma and them. But I just feel he's still ain't ready for
the Cowboys defense. He's struggling against the Cowboy defense.
That mean can't do nothing.
Come on. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me
You
that.
stifle Michael Parsons, that's it.
Eh?
You stifle
Still.
Michael Parsons, that's it. But no,
But
because what I've seen though is that it's just he gotta take what I give him. He trying to ball down the field much more this year, and I
more
like
he
that.
more throwing the
Yeah,
ball on the field more
remember last
accurately.
year
He ain't.
he would check
No,
down
what
a lot
happened
last
is
year.
no, what
Actually,
happened is he's not gonna give you the big bumps because he doesn't have that. He's not gonna give you the 60
No,
yard,
I mean the
80
bump.
yard
It's just
touchdown
that
pass.
last year he was quick to check it down fast, and then
And
just
he's throwing in the middle of field in the middle of the field a lot more too.
yeah. But I remember he used to check down a lot last year, a lot.
Right.
Then he just went off the field, take the punt, and so
Right.
now he trying more intermediate routes, and those stuff are good. But sometimes still, you wasn't here. Shane was here. Shane, remember what I telling you with Justin Hubbard?
mhm.
Justin Hubbard was releasing balls and man still running them route. As soon as man turned the ball right in them grill, and then we're catching it.
That's a different quarterback.
No. I know. So that's what I'm
That's a
saying.
different
That's
type
what
of
I'm
guy.
saying. So like,
A different
Justin,
quarterback.
I was watching the Cardinals. Me, Shane were watching his game, and I see man doing out routes, and Justin Hubbard throwing before them even break.
Hmm.
Cause when they break, them know the first thing to do is turn them head and the ball right there.
Anticipatory throws.
We
That's
know
what it is.
Jalen Hurts ain't there yet. But on third and nine, when the pressure coming at you from both sides, so you're gonna have to make some of them plays there.
But
I don't think he could make it. That's just me, I see. Not that's not maybe not seeing. That's not definitely not you. I'm just saying that's not me.
You have to
That's
prove it. You have to
exactly. That's just me.
well,
I still
I
think you
mean,
guys should roll. You should, like you said, regular season is different. I still think you guys should beat Tennessee easy. Think so. But like you say, the game gonna be a lot closer because the run defense is weak and he don't
right.
run blitz. So the game
Exactly.
gonna look a lot closer. But if you want to go
Exactly.
pound for pound, you guys should beat Tennessee pretty easy. But we know
Right.
it ain't gonna be like that.
It ain't gonna be like that. It won't be like that.
So it's still a lot of stuff to
I think even if
think out.
even if we happen to make Super Bowl win or lose, I think you should find that defensive coordinator.
Mm,
Fire him.
no, I agree, but I
Fire
don't
him,
know if
man.
Gannon. I don't know if Sirianni gonna fire your partner Gannon.
Yeah, you want, but still, Jesus Christ.
I think if it goes bad in the playoffs for him, he'll
And
fire
this
him here
ain't
because.
this ain't stemming from just this year, and it's stemming from last year.
But that's what I'm saying.
Last
If
year,
it,
last year the
I
defense.
think he'll get fired. I think he'll get
Last year,
fired.
last year when he played against top tier quarterbacks, all of them had a perfect passer rating. All.
But Gannon problem is that he look at names. I got Fletcher Cox, Graham, Sweat, them fellas up front. I don't need to send no more pressure. Those guys are havocs.
Yeah, but if you don't see them,
Javon
if
Hargrave.
you don't see them getting through, you got to do something.
He
'Cause
refused to do it. That's my thing. He refused to do
He
it.
refused to
He
do it.
living on it.
He
He living on a
refused to do it.
name. He living on the name of them players.
He
He
refused to
think
do it.
Fletcher Cox 25, 26 like before. He feels
Nah,
when I'm Graham 26 that he could just come out of
those
edge
guys
and
are
take.
much older.
Exactly. You can't expect Fletcher Cox to hold the edge consistently over and over and over. You could do it with Jordan Davis. He young and fresh.
Exactly.
But those guys ain't in the prime anymore. But he playing them like they're in the prime and expect them to still hold double teams like before. Those guys can't hold double teams as the Fletcher Cox coming off the edge on a third down is good, but you asked him to take double teams, 3 straight plays. He bought it older. He won't down. What you expect gonna happen? You could just run up the middle full speed.
Hmm.
So he gotta take it. But we'll see more from Philly when they play a good matchup, Tennessee, this Sunday
Hmm.
against
They
thing.
can make
But
they can make go for 200 yards.
we'll see. And I'm sure you got to play Shane in fantasy. Beat him out there. Lead Derrick Henry go for 200 yards there. So we can see. So Philly game was game looked a lot closer than it was. Father 33, but they came out victorious. Whether we like stuff and lose and still worried about stuff, they were 10-1,
10-1.
10-1, rolling
10 and
force in
1.
the NFC. But they got some competition in their own division in Minnesota, which I don't understand Minnesota, but them there. Well, Shane, what's your final word on the 49ers because KG wasn't here on Sunday.
Like I said, KG was in here, but has expressed that it wasn't a game that all title. It wasn't a pretty game. It's a gritty game where we pull off the win. And that's kind of like why I was basing my conversation with KG on with that kind of thing. Our offense played like we were still we was jet
Right.
lagged from Mexico. Our defense shut out the Saints, shut them
Mm.
out. Like really and truly, this is why and I was gonna be cussing about my Super Bowl in 2019, 2020. Defense gave we didn't had no one defense in that year. Gave our offense our offense gave the defense a 20% league into the fourth quarter and our defense blew it. But you the number one defense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have the number one defense right now in the NFC, maybe in the NFL. And they played like it on Sunday, completely shut down the Saints, took Alvin Kamara out the game, took Olave out of the game, and Dalton couldn't do a damn thing. As we should. Our offense couldn't do much either, but we got away to win 13-0. I can take it all day. A win is a win, right? Um, we have the Miami Dolphins hashtag the East Coast 49ers this week.
That's gonna be a good matchup.
That's an explosive offense
Mm.
and two coaches that basically know each other so well, right? With McDaniels being under Shanahan for a while, Shanahan coming down is like the teacher versus the student. So we gotta see how that play out. We got a little banged up in the Saints game again. Unfortunately, Elijah Mitchell is gone again for 6 to 8 weeks with a sprained MCL. Just as we were getting ready to go, but it happens in football. So we'll see what happens this week. I expect it to be a good chess match. I don't think we're gonna see that explosiveness that you saw against the Houston Texans from Miami. I think they're gonna realize that this defense ain't no punk that we have there, and we'll see what happens. So I got that's for the end of the week.
Oh yeah, I mean that's gonna be a pretty tough game coming forward. I mean everybody's playing for positioning right now. The Dolphins are first place in their division, and they want to stay there. You got the Bills on their heels, so they got to play every game matters to them because technically their whole division is up for grabs. Everybody's above 500 in that division, and we like the Dolphins. We fans of the Dolphins in terms of they got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they got Mostert. Tua probably is the wild card.
I don't think most are playing this week.
Most of them play Jeff Wilson, right?
Yeah, Jeff Wilson. We know, what I'm saying? It's like we know them. They have a lot of our players. They have, and we know he's coaching. Maybe he think he knows Shanahan as well too, but he didn't see these players that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
Miami's
be a fun game.
Miami's defense is solid too in terms of they got some strong corners.
Yeah, two good corners over there.
They got Byron Jones in the middle. Xavier Howard, and they ain't bad up on the line too. I probably don't know much on the line. Raekwon Davis and a few others, but they're stout as well. So it should be a good clash. Let's just put it like that. We know the Dolphins on defense very aggressive. They like to send a lot of these zero blitzes and force the quarterback to get the ball out of them half fast. So we'll see how San Fran game plans for it and gets it going. But I mean, from my perspective, like I said, me and Shane were here, and Panthers took care of business, beat a bad offense, and
he said take care of business.
You take care of business, partner. And Jizzle, I was waiting for you to come back because we know on Saturday, someone said if Sam Darnold proves them wrong, he will publicly apologize to me on the show. So let's hear it for the fans.
I apologize.
Or
you just said, like I said,
the pride in people, boy. The pride in people. You couldn't say the whole sentence. But Sammy D was, I wouldn't say he was Mahomes-esque, but he did what he was supposed to.
That was the shit you were saying Sunday. You
he,
said somebody even knew coming and Lamar Jackson.
he was elite in that game.
I know.
And like I said, the Denver offense is atrocious. But for somehow Denver still got a number 2 defense in football. I don't know how them getting that do. Cause I saw a stat there that the Denver averages 14.1 points a game. How stupid this stat is. Denver averaging 14.1 points a game, you know. If Denver was averaging 18 points a
18,
game,
yeah,
they
I heard
would
that
be
stat too.
9-1. They
They'll
would
be
be
9-1.
9-1
Yeah,
because their defense only gives up like 15 or
15 or
16
something like
points
that.
a
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So if they're averaging
I heard that
18
stat.
points per game, they would be 9-1. So is
Hmm.
that testament how suckish
Nathaniel Hackett
Ru-
is.
how Russell Wilson? You gotta blame. I watched that game. Russell Wilson, he didn't say Russell Wilson like before, you know. He
I
done a lot of stripping. He come to the point that even the people on his team cussing him.
he tell partner something though, and the fella respond thing. But it's gotta be the play calling, man. You can't have Russell saying no scrum. Everybody
But you
know
ain't see, you know how the person tell him, do your job, do your damn job.
that.
So I think they fed up with Russell too.
Yeah,
I
because
heard
the
I
reason
heard
they fed up
something,
with him because he don't show no emotion.
but I heard something there that he got his own office in the stadium. That makes sense?
Who Russell?
Yeah, he got his own office in the stadium.
He making all that money. He's like, wow.
Cause he had the chance to he could veto the trade. He had a no trade clause.
Yeah.
So he must have tell him I only come there to give me why the hell he need an office in the stadium for? They say he's not players player. He's not teammate guy.
Yeah.
And that tells you a lot. If he has his own office in the stadium, he trying to keep away from everybody. That don't make no sense.
He's
He
always
playing for the team. The team don't get along with him and it don't look good. So
Wait, too
but
late now. You don't give him a $200 million contract. So I
but
mean, you gotta eat it.
the thing about it is that one of the analysts said today is the old ownership that gave him that contract. You know, the Broncos just had during the
Yeah,
season, the
no,
Broncos
yeah.
had just changed ownership to the I can't remember who the family is, the Walmart, something. And they ain't pleased with Russell in the contract. So,
Yeah.
but they're gonna have to eat it because
Yeah,
the old ownership do it.
that's what a contract there for, to protect the person.
Yeah, the
Shit.
old ownership give it to him. You gotta look at how players are. They're gonna have to suck it in.
Right.
But we know who's gonna get the blame in this. Nathaniel Hackett gonna obviously get the blame
I
in it.
think he need to be fired. I give a shit with Ruff. I don't care if they had freaking Tom Brady back there, Nathaniel would have get fired. He can't. He don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know.
Well, he ain't calling the players no more.
From a long time. From the
Well,
time
the other guy who got it, he ain't got it. He totally get fired.
Clint Kubiak, Gary Kubiak's son. You see the problem is watching that game. They got Russell. They think the same Russell from Seattle, and it's like somebody said they came in there with them Aaron Rodgers-esque offense. You need to tailor your offense to the quarterback you got, and stop tailoring it. Stop tailoring it to people that you think it should tailor around.
Exactly.
Remember Luke Getz? He was a quarterback coach for Aaron Rodgers. He's not the offensive coordinator for Justin Fields. The first few games of the season, he had Justin Fields thinking he had to run the offense like he Aaron Rodgers. From turn and tell Justin Fields, no, use your legs a little bit more, keep the defense honest. Justin Fields explode. You gotta cater your offense to who the quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
And Hackett ain't doing it, and he gonna get fired. And you know, another person on the hot seat is that blasted Brandon Staley. He gonna get fired this year too. And they got rumblings there. Sean Payton want to get his hands on Justin Herbert. If Sean Payton go there and get his hands on Justin Herbert,
it's over.
He can mold Justin Herbert into something.
It's over.
But back to the Panthers, we won a good game. It was good defensively. My boy Brian Bonds, 2 sacks. Defense played hard. Took advantage of a very shitty offense. And Sammy D and Deontay Foreman and DJ Moore played like stars. Deontay Foreman had another 100-yard rushing game. DJ Moore had over 100 yards receiving. Sammy D had 180 yards of rushing touchdown, passing touchdown, and no interceptions. So now we could rest easy on the boy. He was already announced that he's the quarterback for after the boy, which I knew they were gonna do. I knew they were.
So he'll be back next year.
Let's not jump the gun, please. Let's not 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. Let's jump the gun. I think right after the boy, we got Seattle away, and then we got Detroit away. Two high scoring offenses. Let's see if Sammy and the team could actually look, because like I was telling Shane on Sunday, believe it or not, we only technically one game of the first place. So in that NFC South. And we got our record in the South is 3-1. I don't want to admit it, it sounds trashy, but sometimes you get the hand you dealt with. Then if all my NFC South teams suck, and somehow I could go. Shane said, okay, the last 5 games of the season. How much you say, Shane? We gonna win 3?
Three out of 5. Yeah.
So here it is, Jizzle. The last 5 games of the season, we got Seattle, Detroit, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay. How much you think the Panthers could win over there?
They could win all 5.
Oh, I tell Shane so too, but Shane even went that far.
All them is winnable games.
Every game is a winnable fucking game.
But realistically,
I think realistically,
if the Panthers play up to their potential,
realistically,
it's
in the Panthers defense, it's the Panthers offense.
Yeah, it was the offense.
Everything the potential with that.
If the Panthers defense could, I think they could actually go toe to toe with what you call it, the Seahawks in even Detroit. You just got flustered off a little bit, but I mean Pittsburgh, that's a winnable game.
Shane, the man
Tampa Bay.
To come. The guy is telling you.
I see how Pittsburgh played last night.
Yeah, but that's a Colts.
Are you the Panthers?
No. Look, you see what the fella tell you? Come here. He want to slap you right now. Come here. No. We were just better than bruised by terrible quarterback play. We are here now. I told you, I keep telling Jizzle this. Sammy D will come back. Sammy D say he learned so much sitting these first 12 games. The football is just, he loves the game more now. And he played. He played. Now he got boy week to get more chemistry. But Jizzle, just remember I tell you this. In the next game, 18 or 24, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown from Sammy D. Remember, I tell you so. But he's still not the future. He'll be the backup next year. Just don't get it twisted. I never say he's the future. He's the best quarterback option on the team.
It looked like IE dropping down the rankings.
Right now we 5. We got
and the Eagles 6.
Right now you got Houston. We know Houston going with a quarterback. They've done with Davis Mills. They've done bench him.
Yeah, we know that.
Number 2 right now is the Bills. They ain't going with no quarterback.
They ain't no quarterback.
Number 3 is the wild card. They say the Lions. And I don't see why the Lions need a quarterback. Jared Goff is not an issue on the team.
Yeah, they are putting up points. That offensive coordinator got team humming.
The Lions,
even though they had DJ Chark and they ain't got
they ain't get Jameson Wilson back yet. They ain't get Jameson Wilson.
Right.
He's not the issue. So number 3 is the Lions because of the Rams pick. I don't know if they shouldn't go quarterback. They should go Will Anderson or something to pair up with Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah,
they need defensive players. Number 4 is Seattle because they get the pick from Denver. Seattle is a wild card again. You think they're gonna draft somebody to stay behind Gino? But they've done talking about Gino, the game Gino a contract extension. I just don't know.
I would Gino as a backup, yeah.
Gino just a bridge quarterback. That's about it.
Gino, because of this season, Gino gonna want over $15 million a year.
I give it to him.
He gotta fucking go. He ain't getting that from me.
And that's my thing. Do you honestly think Pete Carroll want one of them quarterbacks to start with?
I mean, it take him 2 years to make Super Bowl with Russell Wilson.
Exactly.
Yeah, but damn near 8 to 0. You might not have 2 years.
Who knows?
I don't think he's gonna draft a quarterback, but it's hard. If Pete Carroll steps down, they'll draft him.
You need to talk to him about fucking team though.
Well, this is my thing. What you say they be the 6-5 right now?
6-5.
I don't know. I don't know damn soul on them defense. But so they need defensive players.
I don't know about Michael Jackson and
that Canada guy there.
What he
Well,
there?
Wooten is a rookie.
Michael
Who the
Jackson.
hell is Michael Jackson? But he not singer?
Michael Jackson and they got another one of the name after one man.
I think they got Kobe Bryant out there.
Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson.
But what kind of NBA and singing
Wait,
kind of stars
yo,
them got out there?
wait till you play them. You can kill yourself.
Well, we gonna see in 2 weeks. But I
You
still
can
don't
get
think they should
you can
go.
get a Billie Jean and
I
fade
don't
away.
understand. I don't understand.
A
I
lot of
still
people
don't
like
think. I still don't think they should go quarterback. But here's the thing. Right now, we currently at the fifth seed. If we stay fifth, we can still have to pull the trigger on Will Levis or something. I don't think
I think the
we
I
can't
think
go.
the
We the quarterback of the future ain't on the Panthers. And
right.
even though you didn't hear me bigging up Sammy D so much, it's only because Sammy D is the best quarterback on that team in my opinion. Remember, I keep saying it last year. He started 3-1, then McCaffrey get injured, and the line went to hell. Last week, the line stand up like a wall. I remember when the Panthers couldn't get a line properly. Everybody stand up, no Sammy D stand up in the pocket, throwing balls, toss a ball down the field right in DJ Moore hands. I'm happy with that for now. Let's go into Seattle. If we could win Seattle game, that's a big boost for this Panthers team. And we'll see what happens. I ain't cooking my chickens before them hatch. We still don't decide our own destiny. Tampa Bay still leading the division. So Tampa Bay and Atlanta gotta sort it out. So I can see what happened. They still got 5 more games for us, 6 more games for a lot of people. So you still got time for stuff to happen. So we'll see how it is. But like I said, all three of us came up with W's this week. I could relax myself this Sunday and just watch football for the fun of it. Jizzle has Tennessee on Sunday, and Shane, who you got?
Mm-hmm.
Miami.
Shane got Miami on Sunday. Both of in Miami or at home.
At home, boy, we are now 3 game home street.
So you at home, which is a 4:25, and Jizzle yours 1 o'clock.
I think it's 1 o'clock.
So Jizzle at 1 o'clock and Shane at
Yep.
4:25, and I'll just have my feet up watching all the games. Watching
4-5, yeah, 4-5.
4-5. So 4-5 and 1 o'clock game and 4-5 game, and 3 day will just have his feet up enjoying the sun.
The Sunday
So
game is gonna be a sleeper.
what is?
The Cowboys and the Colts.
Oh Jesus! Nobody on watch. The one them don't flex. Take it easy. They might flex it,
They need to flex that in the Kansas City game.
but I think them on flex it. Got Jerry Jones to pay a lot of money for them things. So Jerry Jones gonna keep himself there. They ain't gonna flex it. Got Jerry
Bunch of
Jones.
nonsense.
All right. So now that we officially in the book for week 12, it's only suitable that we dish out our game balls, trash bags, and then our picks. So we'll start with our game balls first. Jizzle, take it home first. Who's your game ball going to?
My game ball is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting a tough victory over the crippling Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
Dougie P.
Okay. Dougie P. And right now, the players say they would die for Dougie P. The
Right,
players love
exactly.
Dougie P out there.
Exactly.
I tell Shane this Sunday, so I'm gonna stick with it. I got 2 honorary balls. He didn't want me to give Sammy D the ball, Jizzle, but I give him an honorary. I give Sammy D an honorary ball sheet, and then our long snapper just tied for the most games played as a Panther in the history of the organization, 221 games. I give him an honorary ball. He cried Sunday when we give him the game ball, but my game ball will go to.
A long snapper again.
You could bet that. He means a lot to us. They come too. But my game ball will go to the Thursday night game, Dallas, for digging out deep, making adjustments in the second half and pulling away from those Giants. It was a good first half, hard fought. Dallas made some adjustments. Dak looked extremely well in that second half.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling the ground, controlling the air. And they just started to run away from the Giants. That just goes to show you the Giants are close, but not there. But the Cowboys are there if they put it together. So I'll give Dak the game ball. Shane, what you got?
Game ball.
Yep.
My game ball going to the San Francisco Finals defense.
He get to San Fran. Why
Yep.
can't he get to the Panthers?
Cause you every week.
But you act as if you didn't know that you're gonna shut out the scenes.
No, I didn't.
So you think the red rifle are gonna put some points up on you?
He could have. He went in the red zone twice.
You know them say when you get to the red zone, it becomes harder to score.
Like talking to a girl.
The red rifle ain't it.
But anyway, they give the game back to the 49ers for shutting out the Saints. And not only because they shut out the Saints, but because they did it. This is the second time they do it. And they broke the streak for the Saints of being shut out. And they were the first team to do it back in 2012 or some shit. 20 years ago or 10 years ago or some shit like that. And we did it again when we meet them again this year. So I give hands down to my number one defense in the NFL, the 49ers game back. D'Amico Reyes,
Right.
I can cry half season. He got
It's a good chance he'll be gone.
he got.
All right.
Why time I save him?
I think he can go Houston because he's like a younger version to Lovie Smith.
To Lovie Smith.
Yeah, but the only thing I'll save him is he black.
But that's why I say he gonna go to Houston because Houston, Lovie Smith, you getting a new face of the franchise. You need a new head coach, new energy. I think he'll replace Lovie Smith and be a good pick. So we'll see. All right, to the trash bag. Jizzle, who you guys your trash bag?
Who does that? I just had it here. Yeah, the Denver Broncos. They get my trash bag. It's a horrible team.
Elite defense.
But wherever. I mean, you are by far, actually a better team than the Carolina Panthers. By
What
far.
is?
By far.
What change.
On paper.
Okay, let's get him up
on
here.
paper.
Let's get
On
him off
paper.
the show. Get him off the show.
On paper.
Get him off the show.
On paper, you got better, other than the running backs, baby. You got better skill position players, probably a better offensive line, supposed to be a better quarterback.
He said better. No, okay, let's get him out of the show.
You're supposed to have a top 10 defense, right? The top 10 defense gave up what, 20 points? You're supposed to have a new up and coming coaching staff, right? Doing nothing but a bunch of garbage. My trash bag game by going to the Denver Broncos. Only putting up 10 points. Jesus Christ. You couldn't even put up 17. Only put up 10 on offense. You got Cortland Sutton. You don't have J. Judy boy. Show KJ Hamler still out there. And
I don't even know. I think Hamler player I ain't even seen.
But I mean, come on.
But I wouldn't
only 10 points.
I wouldn't have seen him if he were on Hana Island. So that's true.
I understand that Carolina Panthers got okay defense, but they ain't got no stifling great defense.
Can't get this guy out the show. The guy said okay defense. Like what kind of shit?
I mean, come on. Only 10 points you got shit. No. Fire that whole coaching staff. Just the offensive coaching staff.
Just tell me when he done, buddy. Tell me when he done. I done with him. He looked like he done. All right, my trash bag definitely going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team that had high hopes, and it's sad because my thing about it is who gonna take the fall for it? The black quarterback, Todd Bowles. The team ain't much different than last year, other than them a year older, but everybody gonna say, "Oh, if Bruce Arians was still there, it wouldn't have been like this." So Todd Bowles gonna have to take the fall from it. I don't think he should. It's his fault. I think Brady and those guys just ain't playing good good football. But right now they're 5-6. We have 5-6. I think the Falcons 5-7. That's the lead for the NFC South. A Tampa Bay team that had Super Bowl aspirations. They go into the playoffs right now. They're coming out full. I think anybody would lick them chops together for the Buccaneers week 1 in the playoffs. So my trash bag goes to them because they look Brady, all those guys. They ain't looking at it right now. Defense take a step back. Offense take a step back. So trash bag goes to them. All right, Shane, who you got?
My trash bag goes to Jeff Saturday. That guy, he don't belong in that coaching spot. He don't know what he's doing. They try and make excuses. At some point in
Jim
time,
also ain't come on Twitter yet.
I ain't even see, you know what I'm saying? But everybody loved Jeff Saturday, so everybody kind of backing him up. But he continued to make a fool of himself on social media all day long. Yesterday, all today, he don't know. He don't know why. He was conserving time, and then he take blame for pulling. You know, it shows
He has no
stupid decision,
experience.
stupid decision the coach,
He
the
has no
coach
Mm-hmm.
made.
experience
Yep.
coaching
Right.
in the league. That's the issue.
In making Jim Saturday your head coach, and you have all the other talent out there. Not even to give your assistant head coach the job, the offensive
Right,
coordinator the
exactly.
job.
You got two fellas out there who has been head coaches in Gus Bradley and John Fox. They could
Exactly,
have easily take over as interim
right,
head coach.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think the coach just looking at publicity stunt, and they're gonna suffer for it. They're gonna show how stupid the decision was. And I ain't got nothing against Jeff Saturday, but he just don't belong in that position. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no
It
coach,
didn't make sense.
right? It make no
It didn't
sense. He
make
not
sense.
coach experience, nothing. So my trash bag goes to Jeff Saturday and the Indianapolis Colts. Trash bag, complete trash. And they're gonna continue to trash. They're gonna continue to stick out the junk. They're gonna get murdered this week coming by Dallas.
Hmm.
All right, so we gave out our awards, and then we gotta end it with picks time. Shane, what we got? With the music for the drum roll. Jizzle, what a drum roll is.
So before we go to the week 13 picks, and we gotta announce the winner of the week 12 picks.
Yeah, that what I mean. The week 12 picks.
So with the drum roll,
Jizzle, give us a drum roll.
with my window. I ain't got it. The winner by one pick, Shredy.
The Carolina pick.
Got the Carolina pick, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the bad thing, as I tell Shane on Sunday, KG, I only picked Green Bay against Philly and you went against Carolina.
What ass?
I was definitely gonna pick Philly, but you went against me. You don't go against me, partner. And with that being said, Shane, the way we have victory, the way we have a victory in the way we have victory in this, I know Jizzle gonna like this. We gotta keep it moving on
Play,
to week 13.
play
The
Just
hand
like it
partner.
had.
They gotta play the hand.
the Minnesota Bull.
Onwards. Onwards. All right, so
You gotta play the
3 day
Colts
came up.
mascot.
I lose it. You gotta send it back to me. Remember, I changed phones. I ain't got it no more. You gotta send it back to me. I ain't got it. Send
Yeah.
it back to me. All right. So week 12 in the books. Week 13 starts with a divisional game. Buffalo at New England. It's a lot easier than done. It's actually a closer game than you'll think because of Bill Belichick. But who you guys got going with that?
I mean, yeah, you really asking me that? I rolling with Big D Josh the other day, man. Buffalo.
I think
I give him
Josh.
Buffalo.
I think Josh Allen too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo across the board, man.
Buffalo definitely across the board, and then all of these West games are on Sunday, and New Orleans and Tampa Bay on Monday. What we got? We got Green Bay, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Jacksonville, and Detroit. Oh, that should be a good game. Jacksonville and Detroit. The Jets in Minnesota. Washington, New York, Tennessee, Philly. What? Oh God, Baltimore clean
A
up
good
Denver.
game.
Cleveland and Houston. That's stupid. The Rams in Seattle, stupid. Miami and San Fran, yeah. KC in Cincinnati, them should move that to Sunday night.
So the night game, exactly.
Or even San Fran and Miami, I don't understand.
Yeah, San Fran, Miami could be a Sunday night game too.
Hell, I don't know.
The
But
the Chargers in the Vegas game might be good too.
Only because Dallas got a big fan following, a
But
huge fan following.
got Jerry Jones, they have big pockets.
that's why I said
Yeah.
Jerry Jones will pay for them things.
Yeah, but they got a huge fan following. So you know, I'll call by some all over the damn world gonna step into that team. Cause they're all over the damn place. They're like ants.
All right, so any NFL news?
I mean, like I said before, Chancey Gardner gonna be out for a few weeks. The lacerated spleen. That might be till the end of the season, possibly. I think that's about it that we got.
Elijah Mitchell gone 6 to 8 weeks with a sprained MCL.
Sprain MCL. Anything else? Any other news?
No, I think they quit. They quit.
All right. So, with that being said, that that's the end of our show tonight. We'll be back on Saturday, same time. Jizzle and Shane will give their game previews,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do our game picks for that, and then just look back at Thursday night's game while I have my boy Rick. I'll just be relaxing, but preview Saturday with Philly versus Tennessee, and then San Fran versus Miami, and then we'll do game picks, and that'll be it until Sunday. So, like I said, don't forget, keep liking and subscribing the page so you can get up to date content. And if you ever want to join the show, don't be afraid to email or DM us on Facebook or Instagram and get you on the show. And you could talk some football for us. Any team, it doesn't matter. We are we may be San Fran, Philly, and Carolina Panthers fans, but we NFL fans too. So we keep close tabs on all the teams and all the up to date things. So anyone ever wants to join, just give us a shout, and you can always join us and talk some football with us. Anything else from you guys?
That's it. Let's begin week 13.
That's it. End of week 13. Or week 12, I should say. Under 13.
Getting close to playoff time. Real football starting now.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Talk to y'all Saturday. Peace out.
Peace.